Sorry in advance, I'm not a funny guy. Okay, so maybe it's not obvious, but you will see it.
That's very funny.
A woman there was asking to me to share my ideas, and I avoided because I was afraid for her. It's true, no? It's true. Okay. I'm going to speak about time. Maybe many of you are here because they are good guys, good people, and want to be better. And I would show you that, in fact, you should do the opposite. I mean, imagine that you are the best in something, and I just want from you to be good, just good. You know, good is very good, difficult. To be better is easy. You take a shit. It can be better, no? But to be good. So, to be good is a value. It's not a principle. For me, the connection between people is very important, but it's only the first step. So we have to spend time. So the 3 levels, like Tanya always loved the levels. The others. Contact. Make many contacts. Not so useful. Relation is better. In fact, good. And the most important for me is to make links. So, what is links? Is relation with time. So contact, there is no time. It's just a first contact. A one-shot contact. You know this, no? Yes. Okay. When you want a two-shot contact, it's difficult, no? Because you have to think the second shot before the first. I would try to explain what. If you think the future after the past, it's too late. So you have to think future before the past. And you need to take a pause. Just for Elias. I have to mention the word pause sometimes. Okay. Is there? No, it was not in the contract. So you make a pause to think what? To think the next step. It's wrong. It's too late. You make a pause to understand the previous state. Now you are in the previous, and you think the next of the next. This is strategy. So we have to think that we are going to fall. So take an instrument to avoid it. In France, they say that death is difficult for everybody. But at the end, we do it. So, the difficult part of the death is before. I told you I was not funny. Yeah. Oh no, come on. I heard droopy. No. The difference. Because if you are a believer, after the death, it's up to him. So you don't care. Everything is managed. You don't need any coach. Yeah. The coach is for before. So, time. Time is not linear. There is a polycyclicity. I heard a wise guy yesterday at the sea. He said, if you do this, and at the end you are at the same point. You are not the same. So, to be the same, we need to change all the time. No? If you don't change, you are has been. Okay. You see, we always mention the mode, the movie, but the style remains. So, you want to be in your time. Too late. You should be in the next time. Too early. You should make a pause. So, you love your siblings, no?
Yes.
Say the truth.
Yes.
Okay. How long? So, if you love them to the end, in fact you choose them not to live with them, but to die with them. I mean seriously. If you ask to a woman or to a man, do you want to die with me? She can say that I already die for you. Every day. With what you do with me. Okay, so we always mention life, 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 okay? But at the end we have death. So you want a good life or a good death? Be careful. You can hear it. And choose the timing. Okay? If you want a good life, it's easy. Change your mind. Change your mind. Choose the death. If you want a good death, it means what? This is the life of your soul. So you prefer life or soul? Because, you know, we all the time say that we are inside us a soul, no? In fact, it's wrong. The soul has a body. The definition, the foundation is the soul. So if you are doing things for your life and to have a good life, it's easy. I love his example. I think that without emotion, I do not have the glasses. We can say that his life was good. 20 years before, but not his soul. So it changed. He mentioned that he now is more flexible. It's true. You are flexible. And I mean that if you want to do something really good for the others, you have to do it with your soul and not with your life. So with your life, it's only for a short time. For a long time. I mean, if you are here, it's also for a long time process in strategy. Many of you want to be efficient, no? Want to be efficient. Efficiency with time is a weakness. Or you are surprised? Okay. I prefer to be robust. Because at the end, with time, robustness is efficiency. But the opposite is wrong. You say, when you take the plane, you have all the time to wait. You are waiting. You're always waiting. This is, in fact, robustness. Because we are waiting to avoid to be late. If you have a very short time between two planes, you will make the error. If you have 1 hour, you can absorb the errors. So with robustness, you can be more human. So it is easy to be more human? No. At the beginning, we are not human. We are just human being. Very low level. We need to spend time with mankind to be more human. So I know you want very good relation with the others, but it is with the others or with mankind. They ask you to say what you want from the others when they remember you. No? And for me, it is a trace. The trace in mankind. The trace. What trace will you leave? A healthy trace? You want to be healthy? Yes, of course, everybody wants to be healthy. No? Especially when we have a problem. When we are healthy, you don't want it. Okay? It's like rich people. They don't care about money, they have it. But if you don't have it, you care a lot. Okay, so you want a good life and a bad death? No. No. I think that nobody wants a bad death, but nobody is really preparing his death. No? Are you prepared? I will show you something. Imagine that you are going to die in 24 minutes. Would you stay here? It's a question, no? No, of course not. Okay, but I will be there with you here. It's funny, no? In fact, in my life, I'm doing only things that if at the end of the day I live, I passed, I will be okay with my soul. So you're not okay with your soul for the moment, because now you have 23 minutes. But you are still there, so you don't believe it. So imagine you believe it, and someone says to you that you have 1 day to live. It can be one of your questions. Huh? What you would do if you have only one? I know you, 4 things. For the windsurf it was a little special. But the idea is, imagine that each day is the last one. Each day is the last one. So you don't need to forecast for 1 week. It's too long. Just 1 day. So imagine at the end of the day, they say to you, okay, you have another one. But just for you. So you finish everything, okay? And now they give you another day. Oh, what a mess. What am I going to do now? I finish everything. No? You imagine? So imagine all your life with this system. Each day, the sea, the sea what? What is your work of your day? If it is good, okay, you have another one. So, you would like this love, this life? You will love this life? Yes? It's okay? So, this life is strange, no? Quite different from the normal. Because you are always near the edge. So if you want to be on stage, you have to be not afraid by the age. So if you are near the age, you see many things. For example, if you go to the church, okay, you don't see many women, old women, old guys. So the old women go to the church to find the only guy which is still there. You will be always next to them. I mean what? At the end of your life, you are thinking how much time you waste for your life. No? 50 years? So sometimes I see that, you will live, okay, I change it, okay, I change your mind, not 20, 100 years is okay. So, at the middle, more or less, you say, I did this, I should do this. Would you like to do the same thing than before? No. But before it was bad? No. But you can imagine that before it was only the preparation of the next. In fact, when we are walking, and this is the favorite sport of our brain, we start slowly, and after it's exponential. So imagine a guy with 1 day of work, the next he does the double. The next does the double, the double. Can you imagine this after 10 days? In fact, the last few days, the last 2 days, are more important than the 8 before. No? You don't get it? No? Because I do the double each time, you see? So the first day is only 1 point, 2 point, 4 point. The latest is 1024 points. So imagine now that you are thinking your life, the first days, it's only a preparation for the last one. So, are you in the first days or in the last one? You prefer to say in the middle. You hope. You should go there, just to be sure. Who knows? Except him. So, you want to do the same thing? No. You want to do better, no? We always want to do better. But why we just want to do good? Just good. If it was good, do the same. If it was bad, change it. If it was already good, why you want to be better? Better than what? Than good? No, good is enough. The problem with relation is that we are starting with relation with few people, okay? So, one guy, another guy, one relation. 3 guys, 3 relation. 4 guys, 6 relation. 5 guys, 10 relations. That's why in human resources we prefer women at the head, because women naturally study relations and guys naturally study only vertices. No, you're not convinced? You are skeptical. Father, mother, boy, girl. A good father is a guy who has a good relation with this one, and this one, no? But he cannot control this triangle. So he's not a good father. It's only a good guy. Because to be a good father, he has to control this relation. If the good children say that he's not a good father, he cannot control it. So that's why when the girl wants to go to the movie, she speaks to her brother. She's lying, of course. She says it would be an adventure, you know. It was only about love. At the end, they said, we're going to the movie. So they're going to the mom. Okay, so the mom says, what is it? So she will change, she will say, it's about love. Oh, okay. So they go to the father. Have you asked your mom about that? Yes. It's okay. So you can see that the father is the master of the house. Why? Because he doesn't study the relations of the 3. So the idea is what? The girl is weak, but she's smart. So she takes another week. the boy. Together, they go to the link, the mom. The mom is between them. So she wants a good relation with that side and a good relation with that side. If it is okay, it will be okay. If it will be, there will be okay, I'm okay. At the end, the master of the house. I'm the only one who can take the decision. You will go to the movie. So in fact, he accepts the role they have given to him. It's a good father now. Okay? So choose your father with this way. I mean, if you want good relations, you have to think that the foundation of your relation is mankind and not society. Society is related to oblivion. Mankind is related to memory. So to have a good life and a good death, you need to have the memory of the future. Come on, it will be like this at the end. Only 12 minutes for the month. So, if you are thinking about that, you can see that if you spend time, you can invest it. If you waste time, you lose it. So we are wasting too much time in contacts, and we don't spend enough time in relations. The value of a relation is the time you spend on it. Okay? If you don't believe me, just believe the little priest. Huh? So, if you spend time, you create a relation. If this relation is related to time, it will be a link. So in fact, you create a network. Right? A network in society. So imagine that even if the society of oblivion and indifference, can you live in this society? Yes. Even if you are a minority. Why? Because you are related directly to mankind. So your trace will be for mankind. Just to show you an example. You are writing a book. Many of you have written many books. So you are writing a book for whom? For the guys you met, or for the unborn people? Because you know, Da Vinci already said it, we are reading dead people. Of course, if your book has a success, we are going to read it 2 centuries after you. So you are dead. So, for the unborn people, a dead guy has written a book for them. It's incredible if you imagine this. So it's not a social event. It's an event in mankind. So you are a writer, a dead writer, and you are writing for unborn lectures. Strange, no? This is a good death. Because they remember you. Why? Because in fact, we are not human beings that are doing a work. In fact, the work creates the human being. Maybe for many writers, you know only their works. You don't know any biography. You don't care. Okay? So because in that pause, we need only ancient Greek as a reference. I will mention what? Everybody knows Sophocles, no? Oh. He's not a guy from our time, no? But when you read this, you say, oh my God, it's a good idea. It's a precious idea. It's the truth. Antigone, Electra, you know? So you read this and you say, it was not written for me, but it has a positive impact on me. 2,000 years after. So, do you want a positive impact 1 century after your death? Yes or not? You see, now we are beyond the death. Not just what they are going to remember and to lunch at the end, or dinner. But 1 century after. Another example. You want to build a house, okay? You say to the architect, I have money, I give you this budget, construct this, okay? It's classical. But now imagine that you are in the other life, mine, and you said, you know, I want a house which will be still here 1,000 years after. It's possible. See the church. You don't set a budget. You will see that the architect is unable to create what you want because nobody asked him that. All the time they give him money to do something. They don't say, do something and I will give you some money. I don't care. So the idea is, in fact, this kind of architecture is in fact impossible in literature. The books. We are reading books of 2,000 years. It's not incredible, it's a reality. That I mean, the time, imagine now that your time, we have a dilatation. For example, until this moment, the time for you is your birth and your death, no? But now I define something new. It was before. For example, 9 months before, no? They did something, you know? Okay. And after that, I put 1 century. So this is the time. So your time is only when you are alive or with your trace. Because, you know, if I ask you the birthday, your birthday, you are sure of your? No. They told you that it was your birthday, so you trust, no? So even for that, you're not sure. Even your name. So, mankind is constructed only by works, not lives. The work of whom? Of souls. So if you really believe in soul, you will see that the time you are taking account in your business, in your life, in your family, is very short. Your time is in fact bigger than life. So imagine that you have much more time than you need. But you never thought this. You said, okay, at the end, I have no time. In fact, you have many time. For many of us, too much time. That's why sometimes the life is boring. When you don't have time, you don't have the time to be bored. No? The boring life is only when you have too much time and you don't know what to do with it. So we are what we do. Only. So if you don't do anything, you are not. It seems to be incredible, but the works create the being. So you will see that if you consider the life in this point of view, time is always with you. The problem is if you are with it. If you are thinking about targets or tasks without time, you will be always late. It's strange, no? Because you said, I don't care about time. You will be late, too late. If you care too much about time, you are stressed. If you consider that time is with you, and it is a fact, and the problem is if you are with time, if you are on time. So it's like a contract. And the time you need is the time of your human being to belong to mankind. So my real question is not if you want a good life, not even a good death. It's only if you want to belong to mankind. That's why we made this pose. Thank you so much.